We're back with more Real Estate Update with James Wedgeworth. We're talking about the reassessment by the Beaufort County Assessor's Office. Those have gone out in the mail this September. You've gotten some phone calls from people saying, yikes.
Yeah.
You've explained people are going to be paying on the cap value, not on the market value, correct?
Okay.
But there's some more.
Okay, couple things.
Yeah.
I always tell people to check the ratio.
Yes.
There's the if you live here full time, the taxes are substantially lower. I talked to a guy the other day that's paying $12,000. His next door neighbor lives in Michigan. They're paying $36,000 and the house is
$36,000.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Basically the same value. So what I tell people is check, and if you moved here full time, you need to go to the tax office and you got to prove that you live here full time.
This is your primary residence.
Yeah, which means you pay taxes here, you register your car here, and you register to vote here. Those are the things that you need to do.
That's going to make a heck of a difference if you're a full-time resident or you're a resident.
A lot of people go ahead and move here a couple years earlier.
Mm-hmm.
We got the best. We got the lowest taxes in the country. Well, some states don't have property tax, but the ones that do, we got one of the lowest in the state for full time.
And then people that are part-time sometimes say, hey, we're the people paying for your education. But
probably shouldn't be that way, but that's just the way
I don't think it's going to change, do you?
No.
Yeah.
Let me explain what if you were to appeal, here's the way you do it. This date of this was December 31st, 2020.
Okay.
So let's say you call me and you said, my house is worth less than the cap value. I said, well, how do you know? Well, I know. Well, you just can't say I know. You got to come up with substantial evidence. So what we would do is we would go into the tax records and we would find similar houses that sold prior to December 31, 2022.
Okay.
They'd take a blind eye to everything that's
so it's comparable homes.
Yeah.
And what did they sell for in December of 2022 or by December?
22, basically.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay.
You would say, well, the house down the street sold for this, and I'm the same size, same age.
Okay.
You know, I don't think there are going to be many of those because of what they're doing the cap value.
Sure.
But 5 years ago, I'd have 10 people a day call and say, I need comps, and I'd work up the comps and send them to them.
It takes you a little bit of time, huh?
Well, that's all right. We're full
Well, I know you're
service
there for
Realtor.
that, but what about people that are getting these? Does anyone say to you, hey, they haven't assessed the market because they're not paying on that? My market value is lower than what this house is really worth, or do people just not even worry about that? They're worrying about paying the bill?
Well, most everybody that I've talked to, the market value, and in most cases, not every case, because that lady called me last night, and I'd done a broadcast on this earlier, and she said, you're incorrect. My market value is less than my house is worth. And I said, how about your cap value? She says, cap value is a lot less. But that's an unusual situation.
Sure.
Most of the time, your market value is going to be close to right or maybe a little high.
Who decides that? The assessor's office?
The assessor's office, and they do it, in theory, they do it the same way we do it.
Okay.
They look at comparable sales, what are your houses selling for a square foot on your street, what are houses on the golf course similar to yours selling for, and they come up with that. And usually they're fairly accurate. They don't have the ability that we do. They haven't been inside the houses.
Right. I mean, that can make a tremendous difference.
So they're off sometime, and I don't fault them because they're off because they haven't seen the inside the house.
Sure.
They don't know this has been remodeled.
Right.
They don't know you got brand new quartz countertops.
Yeah.
But usually they're pretty close. Sometimes they're a little high, but it really doesn't matter because I've had people say, well, on theory, I want to appeal the market value. I said, well, you're free to do it, but you're not paying on the market value.
What's the point?
Basically, you're wasting your time when you appeal the market value.
Well,
just look at the cap value, look at your ratio, make sure that's right.
That's correct. And if you're a resident here and you're getting charged the 0.06, go and talk to them and show your license, your property tax bill, all that.
And show you got to convince them
voting
that you live here full time, and they will. They're pretty good about changing that.
Okay.
But it can save you. We're talking about some serious money.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
This is not chicken feed.
This is really helpful. We're going to take another break. Maybe I'll go get us some chicken fingers, okay?
Yeah.
All right, we will be back in just a second.